in case you are an entrepreneur or planning to move into entrepreneurship, it may be worthwhile for you to consider having a co-founder on board. Having a co-founder can be extremely beneficial to an entrepreneur because it enables that particular entrepreneur to share her or his workload with the co-founder, which makes matters slightly more easy. As you all are aware, entrepreneurship is not an easy journey and it's also lonely many a times. So in case an entrepreneur has a co-founder with her or him, then definitely that would enable some element in terms of the burden being reduced, and also you have someone with whom you can share the tribulations and challenges of the business and also celebrate success with. So having a co-founder is a point which a lot of entrepreneurs who I interact with, they are very keen on evaluating, and that's absolutely fair because what I always believe, two heads are always better than one. So in case you have a co-founder to support you and also be a part with you in this journey of entrepreneurship, then it would be a win-win situation for everyone involved. Also, during my interaction with certain entrepreneurs, I observe that some of them are also fine or good to work independently. So these are individuals who may not do well in case they get a co-founder on board. Of course, it's a very small section of individuals. Maybe those individuals are of such a strong personality. So for them, working independently and managing their startups or business ventures independently may be much more worthwhile. However, a larger percentage or proportion of entrepreneurs whom I interact with, I assess that it's always good for them to work with a co-founder with whom they can actually work together and take their organizations or businesses to the next level. Now, one question which I get asked from entrepreneurs who realize that it's necessary to have a co-founder, so they are very clear that they require to have a co-founder on board. However, many a times they may not have identified a suitable co-founder. So just like a marriage, identifying a suitable co-founder is also a vital exercise. And even that's a difficult exercise because you need to identify the right person. Otherwise, what is going to happen? You and your business is going to get impacted. So the question which a lot of entrepreneurs ask me is, what are the qualities that we should look at in a prospective co-founder? What are the attributes that we should evaluate prior to getting on board an individual as a co-founder with them? So there are 5 key attributes which I, from my perspective, find it very important for every entrepreneur to deliberate and think about prior to going ahead with selecting or identifying or getting on board a co-founder. The first point is shared values and vision. So it's necessary that you as well as your co-founder should have shared values and vision, because if that doesn't match, there is a misalignment somewhere, then it's going to be very difficult for the business to succeed. So ensure that whoever you're zeroing in to be your co-founder, you share the common vision and also have similar values. That's going to be vital. The second point is complementary skill sets. So generally, 2 individuals or a group of individuals who are co-founders should have complementary skill sets to each other. They should not have similar skill sets. Of course, in certain scenarios, there may be such possibilities. However, most of the time, when I observe successful businesses being spearheaded by co-founders, there my observation is they all have complementary skill sets. In case someone is really good in sales, the other person would be good in tech. If someone is a very strong person when it comes to execution, then someone else may be really strong pertaining to finances. So whatever value you bring to the table, it's always going to be good if the co-founder gets in a different set of values to the table, which will make the business much more holistic. And with your joint skills, you would be able to take your business to stratospheric levels. The next point is work ethic. Whoever you decide to work with, the work ethic, the reliability, and the commitment of that particular person, that has to be gauged. And that is extremely important because you zero in or select a person to join you as a co-founder with very low work ethics, then it's going to backfire. You're going to regret that particular decision. So ensure whoever you're selecting or getting on board along with you, or subsequent to you starting the business, in case you're identifying a co-founder, that person would have to have superlative work ethic. Otherwise, matters won't work. The next point is integrity. So ensure that whoever you plan to work with, that particular person has a very strong sense of integrity, because as you're aware, integrity is an extremely clear and valuable virtue. In case the person who you plan to work with doesn't have integrity, then it's not going to be a good move forward. So ensure whoever you work with or you plan to work with as a co-founder, that particular person should be trustworthy, honest, and sincere. Because in case you get on board a person with zero integrity, then your business is going to get adversely impacted sooner or later. The fifth attribute you would have to look at in a co-founder is the quality of interpersonal skills. Of course, a business is all about a product or solution. However, in addition to that, it's all about how one manages people, internal to the organization as well as externally. So you'll need to get someone on board who is excellent or good in terms of interpersonal skills. So that can add a lot of value, because at the end of the day, an entrepreneur or the co-founders of the organization need to deal with a lot of people. And for everything to be on one person's shoulders, that's going to put in a lot of burden. So in case the co-founders are all good at interpersonal skills, in addition to various other value-added attributes that they bring in, which could be pertaining to their functional areas, that could be different. However, it's good that the co-founders all have very strong interpersonal skills, because that's extremely crucial and extremely vital for a business. So these are the 5 attributes that an individual would require to evaluate prior to selecting or going ahead with a co-founder. Understand that there is no foolproof mechanism. However, what you can try to do, utilizing these 5 points, you can do your very best in identifying the right co-founder to your business. And once you identify the right co-founder who possibly has all or most of these attributes, then let me assure you, you would take your business and your organization to the greatest of heights. Thank you very much for your time.